and we will continue on with the next little bit of our... Helps if I turn the controller on. The controller turned itself off during the break, of course. There we go. Alright, six shards at this location. Okay, so let's see what we can find. Of course it's up on top of that ledge there. Why would it be anywhere else? That's going to be a pain to get to. I can already tell. Do a little bit of a sweep. Hello. Hello, bird friend. Okay. Weird depth of field happening there. So, Mello, we are rearranging our workspace, or at least attempting to. Ooh, that sounds excellent. So, Mello, I was thinking about you the other day. Thinking about both you and Falconia, because I've been thinking about doing some custom dice again. Or rather, I have been thinking again about doing some custom dice. And I am trying to figure out where I might be able to get masters and stuff. Falconia was saying that they had their masters printed on Shapeways. Shapeways, I think? So I'm considering possibility of doing something similar. But I also, while I was thinking about this project, I went looking and I found a resin printer for like $250. And so now I want a resin printer because, of course, because this is what you do. You just get a resin printer. It's fine. It's fine. This is not the way that I am supposed to be getting down from here. I'm doing this wrong. So now, Brain says, do all the shiny things. Buy resin printer. Do Dice Masters. That is the goal now. Brain has decided that I need to do Dice Masters. A list to pack. Jewels, dresses, book of prayers that Sister Sabri gave me. Wine, leave the ones from 9:30. Bad year. Mother's grand oak armoire. The standing mirror. Will this fit in the cart? I worry. Ropes for lashing it down. Everything in the toy chests. We have to keep the children quiet on the journey somehow. We'll find a way to make it. Apparently, they did not. Lurk! Please enjoy your lurk. Have a lovely time out there. Tipsy Tiger, hopefully work is good for you today. How am I supposed to get up there? There has to be a way to get up there. I just don't know how to get up there. Yeah. Ow. Journey, start a whole side hustle printing masters. People pay good money for that. Look, I would love to. I would love to create masters, and I would love to create actual sets of dice that people could do, because working with resin was actually one of my favorite things to do at my old job. It is absolutely so much fun for me to create stuff with resin and create props like that. And so dice is just another way to do that on a smaller scale. And I would love to be able to do that. The difficulty that I have is getting started. There's, like, in order to do it the way that I want to do it, there's such a... Blackwall, you're in my way. You're in my way. I love you, my man, but please, you're in the way. My issue is the startup costs. Because the startup costs are just ridiculous. How do I get up here? This heckin'... Why? Why is it always like this? Why is it always a ridiculous pain to, like, get up and around to get to these shards? But yeah, I would love to get into the whole dice making thing. I think it would be great. Especially if I can do things like custom commissions. But Falconia gave me a great recommendation for some starting mold material. So, like, I would primarily go for silicone, but it's like a heat form, like reusable stuff, which seemed like a good way to start. And then it would just be buying the resin to get started. But I need the masters. The masters are the tough part. And the best way to make masters is going to end up being doing it in a way that I can print them myself, I think. Because, like, it'd be really cool to be able to do fully custom stuff. All of that kind of stuff. These undead are such a pain. Did I leave something off my loadout here? I think I left one of my skills, like, off my loadout. What in the world? What just happened? Also, it's Patty Cake. Thank you very much for being here and for redeeming that redemption. Hats off to you, my friend. Thank you for being here, being part of the community, earning those embers for that redeem. I hope you enjoyed your hat. Alrighty, so let's have a quick look here. Because I think I may have lost one of my tactics. Explosive shot, full draw, leaping shot, long shot. Long shot! That's what's missing. Okay, so let's move. Long shot. Hello? How about now? Can I do it now? Now that we are officially out of combat? That's a better.
Be married off by now, Sparkler. Little magelets running amok.
If my family had their way.
Had someone lined up for you, huh?
Livia Herodotus. Bright girl, hourglass figure, wicked tongue. Relieved I'm gone, I expect.
Sounds like you two would have made a happy couple.
Oh yes. Trading coy insults at every party would have been a delight.
Oh, goodness. So that little bit of dialogue is particularly delightful to me because I know certain things about Dorian's backstory already, but they have not yet been revealed in the game. Ah, yes. I came over here to go this way, and instead I found the Ocularum. There we go. Ruined arches. The half-buried wall of arches made for a unique camping spot. My guide informed me that it was once part of the ancient elven arena, although nothing in the histories I read mentioned anything of the sort on the plains. He also insisted that clambering up on the top of the blasted ruins, after swearing he had seen royal elfroot plant growing out of a crevice. From A Journey Through the Dales by Lord Horace Medford. Adventurer. Amazing. For anybody who watches Critical Role, I think you may also appreciate the similarity there to Tyrion Darrington. That little excerpt reminds me a lot of Tyrion Darrington's overall vibe. Alright, what's gonna be our safest route down? This one, maybe? Hey! Nice. It's the little things. Wait, sorry, what about Critical Role? So there was a little... Let me see if I can find it in the codex. We had a landmark that we just unlocked. I don't know where I can find it. Anyway, we had a little like journal excerpt from an adventurer's journal, and it reminded me of Tyrion Darrington, the way he would write about his adventures, which was one of Sam Riegel's characters, for anybody who's less familiar with the series. Oh my god, wait, what? What am I waiting for? What am I waiting for, aside from saving? Because I need to save again. Why don't you have a daily journal? Like you just write about your day? And that's Patreon content? Like, do you mean write about it, like, in character? Because I should. Like, I am very bad about keeping a journal for myself. I need to, though. As Churney Adventures? Like, as an adventurer out in, like, the D&D setting or something? Magic, I feel like I'm getting, like, 45% of your idea. And so I'm, like, trying to figure out the rest of it. Or, like, as a creator. Do you mean, like, in a fictional world or as a creator? Like, as me? Because both are possible, right? Memorials of the Second Exalted March. Demetrius's End. Remember Lord Demetrius Aron, the only one of Andraste's champions to fall. The forces of the Exalted March meet the elves upon the field. Our numbers far exceeded theirs. The champions, kind and fair, gave the elves a chance for peace, but the elves would not lay down their arms. They slew Lord Demetrius in their charge. Make or take him to his side. I am giving you ideas! Take them! Okay, hang on. Hang on. Hang on. I could do a daily journal on Patreon. That would probably be a great idea, actually. Magic sheep. Magic sheep. Daily journal. On Patreon. There we go. It's on a post-it note now. I have my little post-it notes. It's on a post-it note. I put it on my monitor to look at later. We do the thing. All right, we found the thing here. We do the saving. What are these wolves? Remember the ideas! Yes, it's very challenging to remember the ideas. Do the abs, yeah. There's so much happening. There's so much that I have to remember. Canine leather, okay. Now I have hiccups. I had a little bit of garlic hummus on the break because I needed some protein. It is so garlicky. It is so garlicky. I think it gave me hiccups. Western ramparts.
There! I see where the dead are coming from.
So the hummus was really good. It was not like a full meal, so I'll have to figure out something to do for a meal. But what kind of... Is it an ice?
I can do this all day!
Excellent.
Never get used to the undead, do you?
Bodies piled in a pit.
The thing is staring
rising.
at you? Yes.
Someone intended this.
There may be more of these pits. We'll have to find them.
No, I'm on fire. There we go. What is the... Like, look at this totem. A wild time. I'm not supposed to be on this side of this landmark. That would be kind of fun to build. Tedious, but I love the detail. What am I supposed to be seeing? Is it up a level? Alright, I need to get over here. So that we can use the mark against the dude there. Ooh, achievement unlocked. Hard hitter. We did something fancy. Nice. Do, 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 do. I feel like these backpacks, like these loot packs here, could be an easy thing to make as well. Because we were talking the other day when we were doing the Maker Morning, we were talking about the Informants pack from Assassin's Creed 1. I didn't need to go up this way. We're gonna go where there's stairs. Alright. Buddy, do you not have... Are you all fire? Am I gonna have to go, like, pick out a new... heckin' mage because you don't have any ice spells? That just takes a whole lot longer. Okay. So it works, but... I'd like to get to this stairwell, please. Are we not allowed to go up the stairs? There's stuff up there. Loot spawned up there. Why did you spawn loot up there if I can't get up there? Heckin' rude. Aw, we don't get an animation for that. Return to Corporal Roslin.
Agents are moving into the Dales.
Do. These ballistas are so cool.
Freemen bastards. Causing trouble for everyone.
Could use an ale right now.
All is well?
Wonderful.
Could use an ale right now.
Both of those characters were the same NPC design.
I don't know.
Right next to one another. That was heckin' weird looking. And Tevan Dual Blade. Ooh. Under protection of the Inquisition. See, I still think that the Inquisition seal works really nicely and could turn into an excellent...
Same old.
There it is, finally. Could turn into an excellent, like, keepsake.
Wonderful.
Demons, deserters, rebels, mages. I hate them all.
Just what we needed.
Cleaning
They
up
did it.
takes longer than anything
I can't
else.
believe they retook the ramparts. Maybe if we got word to the Marshal. But Fort Reverson surrounded by undead and locked down.
What's happened here?
It started when those
Rude.
free
That
men
person
showed
hates everyone. That is
strange
rude.
lights, like
That is
blue
rude.
fire.
You're correct.
It must be magic. But the free men are just deserters from the armies. How could they have managed this? And why?
Are you Imperial Army?
Yes, your worship. I fight on the side of Grand Duke Gaspard de Chalon, rightful Emperor of Olay.
The peace talks in Halam Sharal mean an end to hostilities, don't they?
We're no longer fighting each other, but the demons, the dead. It was easier when we fought just men. You can win against men.
No more money time? Yeah, no more money time, because we're going to be getting ready to raid here before too much longer.
Be careful out there.
So we want to... I don't want you guys to spend points on the money time when we aren't going to have a break today. So they are paused. Because we usually wrap up about 2. However, it is not time yet. Don't redeem it yet. But if y'all want to have a look at some thoughts on where we might want to mark our quarry. Chibi voice. Okay, we'll do a chibi voice.
Where did I leave that hammer?
We want to do the chibi voice. Alrighty. Purple Kara says it is chibi time, so we will do the chibi voice. It just makes me happy, and that's what it's for. That is 100% what it is for. It is to make you guys happy. So I'm glad that you enjoy it. Head pats! We like the head pats. Also a good time. We collect this shard over here. Why is there... I'm very confused by this axe in a bucket with arrows. What? Excuse me. What is happening here? So confused. When I look at who else is streaming, I tend to favor people who support Mountain Shade Village. Suppose that is normal. Yeah, I understand that. Sometimes it's good to find new friends, though. Sometimes that's really nice. I forgot to start the timer. What else can we do here? Maybe we go pick up this landmark? That could be good. Although, that stream we rated yesterday was pretty wild. Good entertainment value. Yeah. There's lots of good people out there. There's something like 5 million streamers. There's 5 million users on Twitch. I forget. What is MSV? MSV is for Mountain Shade Village. That is our community. Mountain Shade Village is where you are. My brain wee-wooed. Yes. Yes, these things happen. No, I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight you guys right now. Man. 5 million! Yeah. Not that many people streaming. But...
So, Sparkler, what do you think of the Inquisition so far?
It's interesting, I'll give you that. An archdemon attacking me as a first.
5 Royal says you'll see something weirder before the day ends.
I don't think I should take that bet.
a good choice, Dorian. I thought it was another Twitch tag. I'm so sorry. That is alright. I understand, especially days like today, when the brain is just not all here. Like, sometimes your brain is just not there and just forgets. Like, I understand. No worries. I guess we can hunt the stags. Weird. I'm on Twitch yet, not streaming yet. I like seeing what people are doing out here. There's so much, right? There's so much out in the world. Sometimes brain go wee. Yeah. It's true. Purple Kara, I hope you enjoyed the Chibi Voice Redemption. Thank you so much for being here and earning those embers. Thank you for being here and being part of the community. Big Grove Walker, are you planning to become a streamer? Are you planning to do live streaming? Because there's, like I said, there's like 5 million users on Twitch. That's people with accounts. That's not necessarily streamers. Memorials of the Second Exalted March. Remember the victory of the Dales. The elves were murderous and wild, for the Maker's grace did not touch them. The wildest of them was a she-elf, Linda Rayane, wielder of the great blade Evanura, defiant to the last. She met Sir Baranis, the Silver Helm, in single combat, and he bested her. With Linda Rene fell the Dales. No, not yet. It would be a chatting stream. At first, I wanted to do just support the homies, but after a while, I realized I wanted to make doo-doo moments with friends, too. Since clips last, I might as well make little clipos for memories. Yeah. Yeah, that is one of the advantages of the platform, right? You can have those moments kind of saved for posterity. I would stream if I thought of a decent idea. Well, one of the things that I would point out is, like, there's so many ways to interact in a live stream, right? So one of the things that I've noticed being on Twitch for over a year now and also being part of the TikTok community is that people on TikTok, for example, because TikTok has a live stream function, people from TikTok, if that's their main culture, interact with streams very differently than people who are part of the existing Twitch culture and continue over to other live streams. So, like, the short form content that exists on TikTok creates a very different culture to the long form content that's on Twitch. And I find that really interesting as someone who's studied media communications and live entertainment and has been part of the live entertainment world for close to 20 years now. SocMed cultures very much, yeah. It do be interesting. It do be interesting. It's fascinating to me. And so, like, some of the folks that I know from TikTok will come over and hang out on my Twitch and stuff. And the way they interact in the Twitch chat is very different to people who have been on Twitch long term. Especially people who have been on Twitch long term. But even people who, like, don't interact on TikTok, like, there's just a very different feel. Why is there just burning next to me? Does anybody else notice that? What's going on that there's just fire happening? Hello? I like the format of the Classy Librarian. It's like they get home from work, want to stretch, and turn on the camera to stream and chat until bedtime. I don't know why I like that. If they are streaming, I'll dial in. That's fair. That's fair. I love Jenny's streams. The Classy Librarian streams are a great time. And Classy Librarian has been one of those people that I've been following for a really long time. So it's always nice to be able to stop over there. Can you give an example? Give an example of what, Mello? Like how people interact differently? Because, like, I would say that you are one of the people who, like, bridges the difference between the TikTok live culture and the Twitch live culture. But there are people who are much more familiar with TikTok lives and short form lives. The differences in culture and interaction on Twitch versus on TikTok. So, on TikTok, it's kind of assumed that people, like, float through because of the, like, scroll nature of TikTok. Like, people who are scrolling their For You page, and they might run across your live, and they'll stay in and chat for a little while. But also, like, unless you are a Twitch person, you are not likely to be streaming on TikTok for a really long time. Unless it's just, like, a casual hangout where people kind of show up. They're there for, like, 5 to 15 minutes, and then they leave. Whereas on Twitch, the long-form content is assumed. Like, people are on Twitch for a long time. Like, a short stream on Twitch, as an average, is in the 2 to 3 hour mark. Right? Yeah, I don't love lives on TikTok. They serve a purpose, though, right? So, like, when I did my live on when I got to 1,600 followers on TikTok, I had a very specific topic in mind. I knew what time it was going to be. I knew how long it was going to be, roughly. Like, it was a very specific event that I was looking for on TikTok. And I knew that I wasn't going to hold anybody's attention for longer than about 15 minutes. Twitch usually takes longer because games. Twitch is intended to be longer, though. Even if you go and look at people who are doing interview shows or podcasts or any of that kind of stuff, all of that content is long form. It is all long form. And it is intended to be watched long form. Whereas TikTok, it's either like the hangout vibe where you just assume that people are kind of passing through and you say hi and you have a quick conversation and then you go back to what you were doing. Or you have something very specific that's going to take a short amount of time, relatively speaking. And that's the vibe, right? And so, like, if you have people, it is just chatting streams, but it's a different style. It's a very different style, because if you go and hang out in the just chatting streams on Twitch, like, you have a personality who is dominating a room, basically, and is having these long form, in-depth conversations with people as they go through. The good just chatting streamers are holding people's attention for hours at a time, versus the streams on TikTok. And I would extend this assessment to Instagram as well, because Instagram has a similar live feature that you can do. Like, it's not intended to be long form content in that way. And so people interact with it differently too. Marine Mammal Rescue always has about 1,000 viewers. A person could get addicted to that one. Yeah. One of the things that I think is so cool is there's a brand new category now on Twitch specifically for animals, aquariums, and zoos. Because I've gotten a couple of new channels recently from a couple of raids that I have been on. And, like, I picked up, like, a bunny stream recently. We've got the Marine Mammal Rescue with the otter tank. But, like, they've got their own category now, and I'm so excited. I love the idea, though, of the shelters. Yes, definitely. It's good stuff. But I'm so excited that they have their own category now. It's super cool. Makes me really happy. Actually, no. I like donating to feed them treats. Yeah. Is good. Is good stuff. Okay, so we want the
Wonder
shards.
how different this land looked back when the elves had it.
I can't adopt, but I love helping them out whenever they can. Yes. It's good stuff. It's very good stuff. But yeah, so, like, and all of this is anecdotal at this point. I haven't done, like, research and numbers on stuff on this. But as somebody who has studied communications and live entertainment, it is something that I notice a lot about how people interact. And so, in that way, like, if you're drawing an audience from TikTok and they're not familiar with the long-form version of entertainment that's available on Twitch, I feel like there's a little bit of culture shock sometimes if you don't know, especially if you start talking about, like, the unwritten etiquette of Twitch, for example, like the rules of being a good person on Twitch. In some ways, like, there's a lot of culture around don't promote yourself in other people's streams unless they ask you to, and don't, like, viewer steal and that kind of stuff. Like, don't go into somebody's channel and be like, oh, I love this game. I'm about to go live and stream it here. Y'all should come over to my channel and watch me stream this game instead of the person that we're watching. Like, don't be like that, first of all. Second of all, like, if you don't know all of these unwritten rules that have been established by a culture that's been around for over a decade, that's a thing? Yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing. I use that as an example because it's one that a lot of people generally have a consensus. It's a bad practice. Don't do it. But there's lots of unwritten rules that come with Twitch, and if you don't take the time to, like, look at that, and, like, one of my favorites is the women have it easier trope. Because there will be failed streamers who will go into Afab creators' streams and just rail at them because they think, quote unquote, girls have it easier, and so they will just throw a fit in some creator's chat because they think that that's appropriate. Do be fairly new with Twitch, so it's nice to know a lot about the unwritten rules. Yeah. Sorry for the question, but what is Afab? No worries. A lot of people are not familiar with the vocabulary if it's not part of their experience. Afab is an abbreviation for assigned female at birth. So anyone who seems to appear or present female, especially those assigned female at birth, whether they identify female or non-binary, or if they are in the middle of transitioning, any of that kind of stuff. If they are not, quote-unquote, passing as another gamer guy on the platform, they can catch a lot of flack for having it easy because they're a girl. Yeah, no worries. There's a lot of people out there that, like, if the queer experience is not in their wheelhouse, there's vocabulary out there, and I'm learning new vocabulary every day too. So I am happy to share what knowledge I have. And that's one of the reasons, like, for example, that's one of the reasons that I like to keep the pronouns extension up on my channel as well. So if you are watching from a browser, you can actually see if you have the extension installed on your browser. Thanks, guys, for knocking me off that bridge. Super helpful. If you have the browser extension installed, you can see everybody's pronouns if they've filled out their pronouns. And if you go to that link, you can set up your pronouns to have yours be displayed next to your name. But that's one of the reasons that I love the extension, because it's nice to be able to use the right pronouns for people, especially when I can't, like, I don't have the opportunity to see people through the screen either. So, yeah, it's one of my favorites. And one of the things that I like about it is that it kind of helps, like, humanize people as well. Like, there's a huge difference between trying to broadcast for a bunch of faceless people on the other side of a monitor and getting to know the individuals that are part of my community. And stares at top 10 earners on Twitch. Yeah, Afab streamers have it very easy. Right? Yeah, amazing. But yeah, like, I watch a number of Afab creators, and, like, we're gonna get real technical here for a second. there's a creator, and he has a wonderful YouTube. He also streams on Twitch. And his main business is working with creators
Perhaps we
to
should
make
search about a bit.
their creation business better. He's a CEO for a business that works on brand recognition and stuff. And so he works with streamers. And he was doing an interview. Did I say his name? His name is Devin Nash, the guy who does all of this business analysis. His name is Devin Nash. And so if you want to like deep dive into statistics and content creation from a business standpoint, strongly recommend this guy's content. It can be a little bit dry sometimes, but it is jam-packed with information.
Between the mages and Templars. The mages have joined the Inquisition. Only a few of the mad apostates are still fighting.
And so Devin Nash's content is amazing, but he was doing an interview with one of his clients. Her name is Amaranth. And he actually pulled up the research on most commonly used words in male creators' chat rooms and female creators' chat rooms. And just those statistics alone show the difference between how people interact with AMAB creators on Twitch versus how people interact with AFAB creators on Twitch. It is so different. There is so much just harassment of AFAB creators. Like, they're having to sort through so much of their chat just to find, like, appropriate conversations to be able to interact and have a good time with their community. The communities that they are building, right? And they've got to fend off so many, like, just ridiculous interactions every single day. And it's so frustrating. Like, we can be better. We can be more. We can do it. You know? Like, so that's one of the reasons that I love being here on the platform. And apparently we're fighting things. Hello. I would like to not be fighting things, preferably. Just installed the extension. Again, thanks so much. You bet. Make sure that you also hit that initial link and get your own pronouns set up as well. So you can select from the list. They have a remarkably wide and varied list that you can choose from. So make sure you get your own set up as well. Yeah, you got yours too? Here, let me do a quick refresh here because I can't see him yet. So we will get that pulled up. Hello? Thank you. There's another one. I don't know where it is. Alright, we're gonna start over here on the left again. Ah, there we go. We didn't go far enough. We didn't go far enough left. Hiccups. The hiccups are after me. Do. Perceive the shiny. Oh no! I can't see it yet. I can't see it yet. But yes, I did find at least all of the new shards that need to be seen. Yeah, jump over the... Is this region just continuous frustration for poorly built structures? Is that what we're doing here? Because I feel like that's what we're doing here. Going to try the extension for a while and see how I like it. I like it a lot. I really like it. What are we fighting? Oh, wolves. Okay. Hi, guys. So far, so good? Oh, so not just wolves, but also free men, too. Cool. Pretty simple and straightforward, though hopefully more people use it. Honestly, ever since I've installed the extension on my browser, I have been delighted and surprised with how many users on the platform actually utilize the extension. Or at least have set up their pronouns. Because every channel that I go to, there are at least 1 or 2 people who have put it up. Seems pretty harmless at this point. I'm wary of extensions on browsers, yet this seems to focus only on Twitch. Yes. That is what it's for.
A place to set up camp, perhaps.
I use tons of extensions myself, so... Alrighty. So, let's save. Have a quick look at the quest map here. We've got a whole bunch of shards, I think, that are nearby. We've got a whole bunch of rifts that we need to deal with at some point here. Oh yeah, we've got our other camp over that direction. So, plenty to unlock here in the Exalted Plains. I think I may want to travel back to Haven. Or to Skyhold. I guess it's not going to be Haven, is it? It's going to be Skyhold. I don't know. We'll see.